Hi, welcome to the Daily Word and Prayer. It is Monday, August 3rd, our first day in August that we are doing this. I just feel like the summer is flying by. So today, like usual, we'll have a reading and we'll have prayer time. So today from the lectionary, what I'm going to read for all of us is from the letter to the Romans from St. Paul. And it's from Romans 1, verses 8 through 15. And this is Paul wanting to visit the church in Rome. And it's also, it's what he writes in all his letters. You know, there's always the introduction, things like that, and then the closing. And this is how, this is kind of part of the opening. It's what he's praying for them. And even though it's thousands of years old, it's nice to be remembered, to read it sometimes as St. Paul's way of praying for us. So what St. Paul, prays for the church in Rome, maybe it's kind of like a prayer for all people right now to think about, like that Paul is praying for us. And it's nice to know when someone's praying for you. So I just always like this is a good way to remember this. All right, so let's get into it. Romans 1. First, I thank my God through Jesus Christ for all of you, because your faith is being reported all over the world. God, whom I serve in my spirit in preaching the gospel of his Son, is my witness how constantly I remember you in my prayers at all times, and I pray that now, at last, by God's will, the way may be open for me to come to you. I long to see you so that I may impart to you some spiritual gift to make you strong. That is, that you and I may be mutually encouraged by each other's faith. I do not want you to be unaware, brothers and sisters, that I planned many times to come to you, but have been prevented from doing so until now, in order that I might have a harvest among you, just as I have had among the Gentiles. I am obligated both to Greeks and non-Greeks, both to the wise and to the foolish. That is why I am so eager to preach the gospel also to you who are in Rome. And this is from the early church times, and I think sometimes we forget when the church first started, it wasn't just a select few people. It opened up to everybody. That's why he says Greeks and non-Greeks, wise and foolish, and that the church, being the people, is for all. And that's so important for us in this day and age to remember that we all on this earth are God's children, and that we are called to love our neighbors, to care for them, and to speak for them, and do no harm. And there's not a select group of people, that God is a God for all. All right, so let's get into prayer time. So I'll leave some space for you to lift up your loved ones. Dear God, we give thanks to you that you have been a God for all. When we say all, we mean all. Doesn't matter who we love, doesn't matter who we look like, doesn't matter any of that. That you are a God that speaks about love and hope for all. We give thanks to you that you walk with us, that you inspire us to go out and love our neighbors, that you are a God who just points us to joy and happiness. We give thanks to you, Lord, for always being a presence in our lives. We especially lift up to you all those that are suffering in mind, body, and spirit right now. Trusting you, Lord, we give thanks to you, knowing that you are a loving God with us now and forever. Amen. Thank you for joining me today, and I will see you on Wednesday. May God bless and keep you. Amen.